brides. So I'm Michelle from TheLockharts, and today we're here with Veronica from South by Vero, where we're going to be talking all things about beauty on your wedding day. So before we begin, we would love to know a little bit about you, about your business, and how long you've been in the business and all that fun stuff.
Okay, so hi everybody, I'm Veronica Vertiger. So I've been in the business for the last 10 years. At the beginning it started as a hobby. I was looking for something extra to do, something with a flexible schedule. However, it turned to be my full-time job. Right now, I started just with me and the team, and then we have 10 members in the South by Vero. So I'm really proud of what I have done and what I have accomplished. And also I'm really happy that I have met amazing vendors as you guys.
Thank you so much. So we all know that finding availability right now is crazy, right? So just to kind of get a reference, what would be the best time that brides should reach out to you so that they can guarantee availability?
So, I always recommend my clients to book us as soon as they know the date, because 2022 we're gonna have a lot of weddings. However, if you book us in between 10 to 18 months, it's really good because you're gonna have priority in our schedule, which is really, really important for some clients. But if you are, in a short time frame and you doesn't have enough time planning your wedding, we can totally accommodate you. But if you have time, I would say that for a year to a year and a half.
I always say, I feel like sometimes brides don't realize, that their date can go. So I always say, just try to do it as soon as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so now one buzzword that many brides hear right now is bridal trial. Can you kind of explain what that means and how does that help a bride?
Of course. So the bridal makeup and hair trial is a key part of your wedding day. It will give the client the opportunity not just to meet the artist, but also to find the perfect look for her big day. Of course, depending on her style, skin type, hair. After the trial, the bride will feel more confident with the style she had in mind, or maybe with a new style that she didn't want to try before.
Yeah, I love that. And I feel like it's so important to kind of try out your look beforehand, because you don't really know what you're gonna like until you kind of do it. So with that being said, what do you think would be the best time to go ahead and schedule that bridal trial?
I would say not too close to the wedding day, because the bride will have so many other things in her mind, but you don't want to do it too far from the wedding either, because your skin type changes, even your hair color can change. So try to do it something in between. Another good advice is to try to coordinate your trial the same date of one of your fitting appointments for your dress, so you can have the opportunity to see the complete look.
Yeah, and sometimes here in the South, people do bridal sessions, and I think that's the perfect opportunity, because you also get to see how it looks on pictures, which is super important. So we all know that there are many different types of bridal looks. Oh my God, Pinterest is just full of so many inspiration, so many things that people can do. So how do you kind of help your brides get the best look for them?
So I always ask 3 questions. What is your makeup and hair routine to determine your style? What is the wedding style, colors, and time of the day? Will it be boho chic or a black tie wedding? Do you have photos for inspiration? So depending on her answers, I will suggest different colors, styles, and finishes.
Yeah, that's perfect. Everybody sometimes can think that they want something and then want something else. So it's nice to kind of have that conversation and have somebody like you that can help them out with all of that.
Figure out what they want.
Yes. So now, as photographers, we all know that timeline is super important, and making sure that hair and makeup is done on time is really, really important just for the flow of things. So what is your suggestion in terms of when should brides be ready, and how much time does everything take?
I will say that it will depend on the number of services and the number of artists the bride wants to hire. On average, it will take around 3 to 6 hours to have everyone ready for photos. But each person will need around an hour and a half for makeup and hair, and the bride, I like to take around 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah. One of the things that I love is just about working with you is that the bride is always done on time and we can take pictures.
We're always running on the schedule. Yeah. It's something that I like to always keep in mind, that we haven't scheduled working as a team, so have to be ready on time.
Yeah, so that's one of those things where I'm you definitely want to go ahead and reach out to your makeup artist, you want to reach out to your photographer, and make sure that you guys coordinate that time so that everything can flow well on the day of. So now, in order to have the most effective, glam session and make sure everything goes perfectly, we know that sometimes maybe clients may need to do some prep work beforehand. So what do you suggest that clients need to do to their hair, to their skin before they come for that big day and get prepped by you?
The main advice from me to everybody will be stay hydrated. Please drink a lot of water. That's the most important thing. It will make a huge difference on the skin and the hair. The sooner you take care of your skin and your hair, the better. It will look perfect for the big day. And also have a daily routine on your skincare. Use serum, moisturizer, sunscreen. Also, if you're going to keep your hair down, try to avoid to use conditioner the week before the wedding, so the curls will hold and stay in place for a long time.
Yeah, and then one more question I know that like some brides may want to know is like, what do they do to their hair beforehand? Should they wash it? Should they have dry it?
I prefer to work with a completely dry hair but a clean hair. So I recommend my clients to wash their hair the night before and completely dry it to have it ready for the day of the wedding.
Yeah, perfect, right? Right, it's kind of harder to do with like dirty hair, yes. Right? For sure. I always want to mention that because some brides are like, oh, I don't know, I thought she was gonna wash it, and it's like,
yes, that happened, friend. That happened. I know.
So that's a good point, brides, to get across there. In addition to just kind of that prep work, I know that a lot of our brides are really into spray tans because they're just afraid that they're gonna look too pale and stuff on pictures. So what is your kind of opinion on that, and like how do you suggest that works in like the makeup and all that?
So I love how good spray tan looks on the bride. I usually recommend not to touch the face during all these years and experience doing makeup application. I feel it completely looks better when you untouch the face. A good makeup artist can always match your face, skin color with your tan.
Yeah, and I love that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. In pictures, it's nice when, the makeup artist kind of takes control of the face, and trust me, you're gonna look great in your photos. So I know that this varies depending on the makeup artist, but what do you normally have the clients bring to their like beauty session, and what do you bring to the session?
So it will depend on how sensitive the client have their skin, because a good makeup artist should be ready for every skin type, every skin condition. But if you are really sensitive and you are actually, seeing in a doctor because you know how sensitive your skin, I would totally recommend to bring with you your makeup and your skincare routine so we can see what are you using, right? However, we are always ready for every skin type and condition. On our bags, we do have brands as Tom for Estee Lauder, NARS, and for hair, Kenra, also. So we're ready for all of you.
Yeah, perfect. So is that something like you guys speak of beforehand? Like, is my skin dry or oily and whatnot?
That's why it's so important, the trial.
Yeah.
In the trial we actually see, but we also during the process, we ask the bride, hey, if you have someone in your bridal party that actually needs extra care, let us know so we can bring the right products and she will be ready and be perfect for the big day.
So perfect. All right, so we all know that accessories really do complement like the wedding look and put it all together. So what are your suggestions with just accessories that brides put on their hair to complement that look?
So, accessories are a main thing for the dress. So while you are trying your dress, I always recommend to try as many accessories as you can, because it have to match the dress, the style. It doesn't have, for example, if the dress doesn't have too many details, you can add more details on your veil, or maybe you can add more details on the headpiece. Tiaras are a big thing right now, are a big thing. But again, it doesn't fit to everybody or the style of your dress. So again, try it with your dress and try it if it actually looks good with the size of your head. Yes. Sometimes we have one style in mind, but it doesn't look good enough. So always try it beforehand.
Yes, I love it. I love like accessories. I really think it adds like that little pop, and it makes the bride kind of stand out in a different way.
Yes.
So this next question is really big because I know a lot of brides are concerned about this, especially like we're taking photos. I know that this is like a major concern. Is there's always lots of crying during weddings, whether that's happy tears or just like overwhelmed tears. There's always crying. So what is your suggestion, just kind of with if they cry and touching up, and what's your suggestion for that?
So always ask your makeup artist for a non-transferable and makeup-proof makeup. believe me, it won't go anywhere and it will stay in place. But what happens if she doesn't apply that kind of makeup? Try to avoid to rubbing or swiping. If you're gonna do it, remember just to do little tap movements and always have on hand your powder foundation. After you do the tap movements, just reapply the powder foundation and it will be perfect.
And it will be perfect.
Yes.
So yeah, dab, right? Dab,
Dab, yes.
not swipe. Yes,
That's
for
it.
sure. Okay, so Veronica, now that we've talked about all this, I would like you to kind of just run our brides and tell our brides, what do you think are like the top tips for them in order to get ready for, you know, the big day?
I think skin prep, it's really important, ladies. So do not hesitate to invest on skin prep. That's one of the things. I think it's way more important than anything else. Other thing is that don't be afraid. I mean, makeup can be removed. So if you want to try something new, do it. As a makeup artist, we're always going to listen to our clients and we want you to feel yourself. But if you want to try something new, why not? Today is your big day and let's go for it. And we're going to be there to make you feel the most beautiful person that day.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you she makes brides look amazing
Thank
the
you,
whole
friend.
entire day.
With your pictures and video, I'm pretty sure they will look perfect too.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you so much for sitting down here and talking to our brides. I know that this advice is just so great and just so valuable.
Thank you.
And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and everything that we were able to talk about. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments down below. If you haven't already done so, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you guys can see the next videos. And again, thank you so much, Veronica.
My friend, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
All right,
Really
and
appreciate it.
bye-bye.
Bye.